When we think about self-development, we think about adding a little bit of a different um, way of spending time onto our day, right? So if you want to get better at playing the guitar, for example, you want to possibly dedicate a bit more time than usual to playing guitar. If you want to be great at Overwatch, you need to play a lot of Overwatch. And when it comes to self-development, you're going to be doing a lot more productive things, right? You're going to be doing things that you have been putting off, and you're going to be really diving headfirst into these difficult topics. But what's the worry? Why don't we do these things? Why is it so difficult for us to kind of take initiative into our lives and then start working on the things that we, think we want to do? A big fear is a fear of not having enough free time. We all want to default to idle. That's how I call it. When we have something, we want to either not look at it at all so that we can just sit and idle, or we want to be done with it as soon as possible again so that we can go back into the state of having nothing to do. Because of our preference for idling, the contrast in feeling when it comes to free time and busy time is just so stark. Free time feels good, it's comforting, it's relaxing, it gives you authority. You get to decide what you want to do. And then opposite of free time, where you have to do something, is like, it just is the exact opposite of that. It just feels horrible. So we know that if we dedicate more productive time into our lives, like we know objectively, like obviously our lives are going to be a lot better the more good things we add onto our lives, right? But that's going to come at the expense of free time, and that mentality is really what kind of blocks a lot of our progress. So how do we think differently about this? The thing is, what's the difference between a really, 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 really filled day, a really busy day where you have no free time, but you feel great about that free time, packed day, versus you feel horrible about that packed day? For example, suppose you play, Path of Exile, or like you play World of Warcraft, and it's launch day for the new campaign or the new season. So in that case, you can spend 24 hours in front of the computer. I don't think I can realistically, but you can spend a lot of time on your computer and having zero free time, to the point of needing to eat something in front of the computer, Mountain Dew and Doritos, but you feel great. In contrast, suppose you're pulling an all-nighter at work and you're staying at work all day and you're eating at your desk, your sandwich and, I don't know, coffee or whatever. Why is that so depressing? This reveals that it's less about the actual time packing. It's actually less about the, lack of free time. It's more about, do I spend that time doing something I want to do versus do I do something that I'm forced to do for an external reason? So, why we feel stressed about the productive things is it's because it feels like something we should do. So, something as simple as just forgetting about it. You just do what you genuinely want to do. So if you just drop the thought of needing to do these productive things that should make you better, you already clear up a lot of brain space that you unconsciously dedicate to criticizing yourself and judging yourself for not doing those things. But instead, you get real estate back by thinking of things that you would rather actually do. But you might say, but Billy, what if all the things that I want to do are not productive? Well, the thing is, you're not stupid. So you're not going to do something that is actually truly detrimental to you. What I'm saying is, even if something that you are doing seems detrimental to you, it comes at a benefit to you. That's why you're doing it. So if you really, really engage in some really addictive behavior and you really know that it's horrible for you, but you can't stop, you have to sit down and think about, then what is the benefit that this is giving me? That will actually get you a lot closer to understanding yourself and making actually meaningful changes than trying to force upon a different habit that you think is better. So, always, the answer lies within. You are finding something here that is beneficial to you. So, focus on that. And the path of what to do next will kind of auto illuminate itself for you.